Today was a sad day. Hello and welcome back to another video. I'm your host, Young Buffett, coming back with another Clove and kind of like a market recap video. Let's take a look at what happened today, what moved the markets, what people are talking about, where people are putting their money, and we'll take a look at some dark pool data, take a look at the price today, and see what we should do next. So overall, people are still talking a lot about these meme stocks. Number one most talked about ticker for today was SPY. There is a lot of global geopolitics going on. There are a lot of tensions brewing. For example, what's going on in Afghanistan. If you haven't heard already, there is a lot of news coming out of there. The Pentagon was talking today, and Jerome Powell is speaking tomorrow at Jackson Hole. So there are a lot of possible catalysts, either to the upside or the downside. And I'm going to sound obvious, the markets will either go up or down. I mean, it is what it is. So you can't always guess correctly here, but you can tell here the overall SPY positive public sentiment is about 55%. So it is split both ways. A lot of people are positioning for further downside. So just prepare appropriately. I don't really know how to word it, but look at your account, see where you're at, see what you need to do, make the decisions accordingly. But next up, we have GameStop and AMC. GameStop, AMC, and Clove really just do move very, very similar. GameStop with a 70% public sentiment, AMC with a 60% public sentiment. Then we have ASTS. I have no idea what this is actually, but it seems to be a lot of people talking about it. Then we have Palantir, BlackBerry, AMD, Alibaba with the China drama, chip drama. Tesla has just been working its way back up slowly. NVIDIA, and finally Clover Health dropping in overall mentions technically, but the hype is still there. Keep in mind, if people are talking about AMC and GME, Clove usually follows along. So overall public sentiment, about 74% positive sentiment. Nearby words including wish, AMC, GME, up, stock, like, buy, even, puts, BB, LLIILL, the second, I don't know, bought, down, hold, and bought and right. So overall, again, people are talking about it. It does seem to be slowing down a bit, but I don't think that's going to really affect the stock price. I like to take a look at swaggy stocks. It shows really what Wall Street Bets is talking about. They are overwhelmingly talking about GameStop, and following that, AMC, Palantir, Baba, Tesla, BB, then Clove. Then the rest is Wish, NVIDIA, AMD, and so on. So taking a look at this chart, again, the stock price is coming down. The comment volume is coming down. Very curious to see how that further develops. But what I'm more interested in as of the past 2 weeks has been Max Pain. Now, Max Pain is still at 8. It has not changed. If you remember from last week, the Max Pain did change. It was like 9 or something, and then it went down to 8.5. But this week, the Max Pain is pinned at 8. So all options expiring this week expire this week. Keep that in mind. A lot of people are buying these 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, $17 calls. Look at the volume on that compared to the puts. There's a lot of money on these calls, and all of these are going to expire worthless if Clove does not close above those prices, and that is exactly what Max Pain is. It is the strike price that Clove needs to be to cause the most amount of pain to the calls and to the puts. A lot of people are buying the 4, 5, 6. Not a lot of people are buying the 7, 7.5, 8, 8.5, 9, but those are still at play. The overall market is actually what's probably pinning the meme stock movement. Jerome Powell is talking tomorrow, so Keep that in mind. It is not always hyper manipulation. So we have dark pool data here. I like to take a look at the net short volume, which is coming down a little bit. Yesterday, I was blown away by the net short volume. It was negative 9 million. The net short volume in dollars is negative 70 million now. So it is going down, but it is still extremely elevated. Since we've been really tracking all of this and documenting all of this every day, I have not seen it that high. I guarantee you it was way higher at some point, but in my time of tracking all of this information, to me, this is high. So I'm very curious to see how it develops. Again, it is a dark pool. We don't have any lifeguards there. We don't know what's going on. But what we can assume is there is a lot of manipulation, a lot of shorting, a lot of borrowing shares. That one DTCC rule did kick in earlier this week. We did see that rally of 9-10%, AMC going up like 20%, GameStop going up like 30% or something, but seems to be slowing down a bit. But I'm happy to see that it has been holding up. What I want to take a look at is what today looked like. Now, this chart is the definition of volatility. Volatility is when something goes up and down. It is very volatile. So it opened up in the red, but luckily it didn't gap down like some crazy number. I was happy to see it didn't close, or it didn't open towards the 8s. This is the previous close line. It closed at around 874-ish. Wonder if I can click on it. 859, I don't know. Anyways, it closed yesterday and CLOV did see green today twice. So it opened up, started rocketing up. All of the other meme stocks did the same movement here as well. Right in the beginning, right when the market opened, things were looking good. But then geopolitics stuff started to kick in. Small caps get hit by that. Meme stocks and other momentum stocks that are subject to being categorized as hypergrowth, do get affected by political news like that. When fears go up, bonds go up, and a lot of people rush to bonds. If you take a look at TLT goes up when bond rates go down. It's interesting to keep track of this. UUP keeps track of the strength of the dollar. So that was kind of pinned today, most likely pending Powell. So I'm very curious to see how this affects everything. But CLOV really did just get destroyed here from 889, crashing all the way down to 843, slowly working its way back up, hitting above the previous close line, going green again. Everybody's getting excited, but then it dips right back down and it tries again, and then dips again, dips again, dips again, dips again, dip, 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 and seems to be continuing dipping even after hours. So what I wanted to take a look at were the options. Again, every single video I say be careful, be careful, be careful, but none of this is financial advice. Nothing in this video should be taken as financial advice or a recommendation to buy or sell any type of security or investment. Do your own research, but all of these calls are going to expire worthless. If you paid $2 for this, you're going to lose $2. If you spent a lot more earlier in the week when everything was skyrocketing, those are going to go to zero. In my experience, buying shares, holding shares has been the best strategy. We did buy this call, the September 17th, 17 call. We bought that because we had some free money from premium that we were selling. We were selling puts. Selling puts was easy for me to do because I was okay with buying it at the price that I was selling it at. And I was okay with just collecting that premium, buying more shares, or buying some calls as well. So overall, the overall market is being sketchy. If you notice, SPY opened up and dipped. Same time as CLOV, same time as GME, and same time as AMC. Every stock is going through a very similar movement here. So I wouldn't panic too much, and I wouldn't be quick to freak out about market manipulation or anything like that. Sometimes there are things that you can't control. And I don't know what else to really rant about. I don't want to waste your guys' time, but it's just what I've seen in the market in the many, many years that I've been watching these charts go up and down and up and down. Shit happens. And shit's happening right now in Afghanistan. It's a very sad situation. We lost the lives of some soldiers out there. So it is something to take into consideration. There are real life implications. There are real life things happening that just happen to be reflected as well inside of the stock market. All of these lines, all of these little candles, all of these numbers, everything you see on this screen is representative of real life things that are happening. So don't freak out too much. Sit back, enjoy the show. It's just money. And that's pretty much it. That's all I got. Appreciate what you got. I love you. Comment down below if you have any questions or anything. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Boop.